memorize it that way, or just keep revisiting it back whenever you have time. But just watching it once is not going to be enough. And I learned that the hard way when I was learning sign language. There's a lot of vocabulary to learn. But I want you guys to, I want to encourage you to make sure that you're going back and that you're knowing, is this paper, school, or college? Okay, there's a difference just in that movement, as an example. All right, guys? So Unit 3, there was a conversation that you could watch, which you already know how to do, talking about, you know, your teacher's name and what they look like. You already know that. And then there was the video on the perimeters. We know all about those sign perimeters. We did that, parameters. We did that way in the beginning, and we're going to be moving into that for our next unit. So there was a review on the sign parameters, and I always say that wrong, excuse me. There's the V hand shape, there's the bent V, there's the closed fist, there's the flat hand, there's the curved hand, there's the claw hand, there's the, it looks like a tapered O, there's the 5 hand, the 1 hand, and the bent hand. All our signs are made with those hand shapes. And the way that the signs change is either by movement, location, palm orientation, also using our non-manual markers, and our hand shapes, obviously. So that's how our signs change. I'm going to get into that a little bit more for you before we review for Unit 4. That's the one I want you to get into. And then you had comprehension for 3.1. And there we have our friend, his name is Mondo, and he was signing 10 phrases. These are the same 10 phrases he did the week prior, but we were looking at just the numbers for, and now we want to know and identify what are the phrases that he's saying. So I want to give you the answers to that, okay? So number 1 was woman and man. Woman and man. Number 2, I want you to check your own work, okay, guys? Number 2, teacher and student. Teacher and student. Number 3 was food and drink, or eat and drink. Number 4, books and paper. Books and paper. Number 5 was sign and sentence. Sign and sentence. Number 6 was boys and girls. Boys and girls. Number 7 was write and draw, or if you wrote art, that's okay. Number 8, deaf, or deaf, going up, and hearing. Hearing. Number 9 was a little tricky for me. Lock, lock, and key. Lock and key. And then number 10 was soda, soda pop, and milk. Soda, milk. Okay, so those are the answers for Unit 3. I want you to check your work. I want you to see how you did. When we get back into class, I'll check all your homework for you guys. You'll get a treat, those of you who've completed the assignments. Okay. Okay, so here's what I wanted to do. I'm going to go over what the parameters are again for you. Because with the parameters, we're going to have in Unit 4, when you go into Unit 4, let me click on this so I can review it for you. The vocabulary and the phrases have to do with animals, home, and transportation. Okay, the phrases are your parents deaf? Can you read lips? How did you lose your hearing? I have a question. I'm studying to be an interpreter. I'm taking ASL classes. Where is the bathroom? Yes, please, and yes, thank you. I want you to click on those phrases and practice signing them. And then the vocabulary is a mixture of different animals, transportation, and home signs that you would need for your home, like light and things like that. Then we're going to move down. There's conversation practice always, which I love. I want you to watch the conversation and see what you're picking up and what you understand. And if you don't understand, there's a transcript that you can read about it as well. And then we get into the parameters. The first one is parameter number 3, and that's palm orientation. Our hands, our palm, is going to face different parts of our body to show different signs, okay? So your palm can move forward, it can move away from your body, it can move toward your body, it could be parallel to the floor, it could be palms facing each other, and it can also be palms being moved to each other. Okay, so that's for palms. The next parameter, which is number 4, is location. Sometimes the signs are going to be in front of your body, in front of your face, maybe in your upper face, like for boy and for dad, maybe your lower, like for girl and cute, middle of your face, maybe from your nose, like silly, the side of your face, it could be part of your temple, like to think. It could even be your neck for thirsty. Your shoulders, you could have signs coming from your shoulders like this one, which is like, I have nothing to do with that. That's what this one means. Your upper arm, your elbow, your wrist, maybe your non-dominant hand. So that is location, the location of our signs. Then we have something called parameter number 5 is non-manual markers. We did talk about this in class in the beginning, but I want to review it with you. So non-manual markers are extremely important in ASL, and they consist of different facial expressions and body movements that add to the signs that you're making. And what it does is it creates different meaning for those signs. Non-manual markers, as they are called, can be either facial expressions, it could be the shaking of the head, it could be a nodding of the head, it could be a tilt, it could be shoulder shrugging, it could be movements on the mouth that change. Those are what we call non-manuals, and what that means is that our body's doing the work, but not our hands, okay? Now, facial expressions with non-manual markers are really important, and you guys, as you guys know, you can sign that I'm happy or I'm really happy. Your face changes. So then for your homework this week, I want you guys to review through Chapter 4, Unit 4, and I want you to do on page 6 of your workbook, okay? I want you to go over 5 parameters practice 4.1, okay? I'm going to give you a little bit of an intro to it because this is what I would want done in class before we get to this, and unfortunately we couldn't meet. And actually, I wasn't even going to be there. Miss Michelle was going to teach for me. So anyhow, I just want to catch you guys up and give you enough information before diving in and doing it. So here are some examples of hand shape differences. In this Unit 4, page 6, 5 parameters, practice 4.1, what you are going to have to do is watch the video, and then you're going to sign, they will sign 10 pairs of words for each one, okay? You're going to determine the parameter that's different between the 2 words. Okay, so what you're going to look at, you're going to circle either it's going to be the hand shape is different, the movement is different, the palm orientation might be different, the location is different, maybe the non-manuals are different. Okay, so out of those 5 parameters, you're going to pick which one is different. And let me give you an example. Here's one for hand shape. Okay, so I signed lollipop. Lollipop is a tapered O. That's the way I'm holding the stick. Lollipop, closed fist, ice cream. Okay, the movement's the same. It's just, and the location's the same, right? And the palm is the same. It's just the hand shape. Okay, so that's an example of hand shape. I'll give you another one. Wait a minute, I just did that wrong. That's movement. Sorry, I just did that wrong. So this is girl and tomorrow. Girl, hand shapes are the same. Girl's coming down, tomorrow goes forward. It's just movement, okay? So this one you would say is for movement. For hand shape, another one would be, let me think. I had another one. Well, you know what? It could be this one. So drive or brave. Drive goes forward, brave is open to close. So your hand shape changes, but also for that one, the movement changes too. Brave, drive. Okay, for palm orientation, This one, movement's the same, hand shape's the same, but what happens? Location changes, okay? It's poor me, or I pity or have mercy on you, okay? To me or to you. This is showing just the palm orientation is different. Here's another one. Let me think for palm orientation. Okay, mine, yours. It's just that palm orientation, okay? For non-manuals, here's one. And my thumb was out before, sorry. So it's either cute, see my face? So cute, or sugar, sugar. My face changes, that's the non-manual for cute and sugar. Here's another one. Or, right? Did you see my face change? I'm so excited to, oh yeah, yay, so excited. Face changes, but the signs are the same. The movement's the same. Another one for location, same hand shape. Okay, jacket, hat. It's just it's the location mainly, okay? Jacket and hat. So you're gonna do that for your unit 4.1. I want you to take your time. I want you to put your mouse above that button that could pause for each one. So give yourself a little bit more time. It does go quickly. So you can pause it and go back, pause it and go back, and think to yourself, what is different here? Is it the movement? Is it the location? Is it the palm orientation? Is it the non-manual markers? What is it? Is it the hand shape? And because it goes kind of quickly, and because some of the signs I'm not sure you are familiar with, I want to go over the signs myself, okay? So this is going to be for unit 5 parameters 4.1. This is what it's going to look like, and then you're going to determine which orientation parameter it is, okay? Number 1. Okay, cafeteria, restaurant. Number 2 is, okay, I actually think it's the other way. Balance, maybe. Number 3 is mom, dad. Number 4 is, I went out of order. I apologize. It's okay, just to give you the idea. As you go through it, you'll see it. I'll go back. Number 1 was cafeteria, restaurant. Number 2 was tired and have. Tired, have. Number 3 was balance, maybe. Number 4 was mom, dad. Number 5 is brave and drive. Okay, for that one it's tricky. I think it could be both. Number 6 was mine and yours. Number 7, cute, sugar. My thumb keeps going out. Number 8, think and sense. Think, sense. Okay. Number 9, ugly, dry. Okay, what changed there? And number 10, grandma, grandpa.